coming in today with a Worm deck profile. Pretty cheap deck, easy to put together, easy to use. Not one of the better decks. You'll get a few lucky wins. Field control deck. It's pretty slow. Well, not necessarily slow, but not as fast as other decks. It's not able to keep up with stuff like Mermails. But let's go straight into it. Let's start off one copy of Honest, because I'm only allowed to have one copy of Honest. That simple. 3 Worms X, which is one of the main cards in this deck because it combos in with my 2 Worm Yangins. I run 2 because most of the time I'm not going to be able to get a 3rd Yangin on the field with Zex effect, and I definitely don't want to draw it. But it's not a bad draw, but I don't want to draw it, and it's a pretty solid card. When it's flip face up, lets you return 1 face-up monster your opponent controls to the hand. Worm Solid. When it's in defense position, it gains 100 defense points for every worm monster in the graveyard, and if it causes defense damage while in defense position, it lets you pop 1 card on the side of the field. Worm Apocalypse, because I can't have 7 MSTs, and then that's another name in the graveyard. 3 Carteros. It's the Searcher. Lets you search any level 4 or lower worm monster. Worm Hope for consistency. A lot of people don't run Worm Hope, but if you set it face down, and considering what deck you're playing, if you set it face down and it attacks, then you're good, because when they destroy it, not only do you get a +1 because they destroyed it by flipping it after they flipped it over, you get another one, so it's a +2. Genex Ally Birdman, it combos pretty well in this deck. I'll show you that. And for the boss monsters, 3 Worm Queens, pretty easy to summon. They combo in pretty well with one of my traps that I have. 2 Worm Kings, easy to get on the field using Worm Queen's effect. Worm Warlord, I really need to replace that. And Light Ray Diablos lets you go for game, because once you have Light Ray Diablos on the field, you don't have to worry about any face downs, because he can send them to the bottom of the deck. For the spells, 1 Worm Call lets you start that combo off at the beginning of the game. Oh,
sorry.
1 Heavy Storm. It's okay.
But still, like it's supposed to, so you can maybe still drink it.
It's alright. Mystical Space Typhoon 2, because I can't have 7. No. Monster Reborn. Staple. Book of Moon. Since most of my monsters have flip effects, I can flip them back face down. I can also use it for defense. And Forbidden Lance, which is just a total beast. Don't have 2, so I don't run 2. Best card in the deck, WW the Meteorite. Lets me flip all face down monsters on the field face up. And then I get to flip all the light reptile monsters back face down at the end of the turn. And then I get to draw a card for each that got flipped face down. And then special summon a level 7 or higher reptile monster. Compost. Bottomless. Torrential. Dimensional Prison. Threatening Roar. 3 Alien Brains, because I love taking my opponent's monster. You can really not ask for more. Alien Brains lets you stop the 1-turn KO if they don't pop your back row. 2 Offering to the Snake Deities. It's a pretty good card. It's the equivalent to Icarus Attack for reptile monsters. Destroy 1 of yours, destroy 2 of theirs. Pretty even. 1 Luminance, because I can't see myself resolving this more than once, but it's actually a pretty beast card. It's a trap version of Honest, pretty much. And then Mirror Force, because I just love this card. Dark Bride, you'll see me run this in pretty much all my decks. And my signature card, Dimension Slice. I really don't think you can go wrong with Dimension Slice. It's my favorite card in the deck, and I don't see why more people don't run it. For Genex Ally Birdman, Triforce. It's a really good card. Lets you special summon a light monster in a face down defense position, which is really good for this deck because I can recycle Yangan effects. Zen Maester lets you flip cards. Lets you flip cards face down at the end phase, flip them back face up. Don't use them often, but maybe I will one day. Photon Strike Bouncer. This card is a total beast. 2700 beat stick and negates monster effects. King of the Pharaoh Imps lets me search for any reptile monster in my deck. Chromalee Atlantis, he's just in there because I can make level 6s. Utopia, staple. Maystroke, probably my favorite Exceeds monster. Starliege, because every monster in my deck is light. And Starliege can pretty much get over any other monster. Photon Papillaperative, because I can flip my monster face up to get effects, or I can flip your monster face up to run them over. Shockmaster, because Shock Block is a total demon first turn. Steel Swarm Roach. Some reason people still run Chaos Dragons, I don't really know why, but Steel Swarm Roach. And Shark Drake, which is the best beat stick in the game to me, because he can do multiple turns of damage. He's better than his Chaos form, personally. And Zenmaines, because Zenmaines is broken, personally. And that is my deck profile. I got a 14 card extra deck and a 43 card deck. I only side 3 Mind Crushers, so really no need to make that. And thank y'all for watching this video. If y'all want, test it out. And if you're trying to buy this deck, you can buy it directly from me for we'll negotiate the price because it shouldn't be too high. And that's all.